Meet your spouse like you are meeting them for the very last time. Someone may wonder, why is this woman treating a topic like this? Your spouse. There is a common saying in Nigeria, he loves her as if there is no tomorrow. Loving your spouse as if you don't have time, as if you are not going to meet again until after a very long time, can be so intense, and it can be done in such a way that you are conscious of avoiding any kind of negativity in that meeting. You don't want to make that person angry, and you don't want to end on a negative note no matter what. So that is all this particular topic entails. And until we married people start loving our spouses in this form, I'm assuring you that a lot of marriages will keep hitting the rock. A lot of marriages will keep having issues. And the reasons why we don't really love as if you are meeting that person for the last time is because we believe we have so much time. We believe there is so much time to spend with this person, and for that reason, anything goes. I can treat that person just the way I deem fit, the way I like, and nothing will happen. After all, after a fight, we will make up and life goes on. So please stick with me as I bring some very important and strong points to make you understand why you should love your spouse as if you are loving them for the last time. Point number one, love. Love is very, very strong language. As simple as it sounds, love is one very important factor that keeps the relationship moving. For a man, the Lord assigned or authorized the men to love their wives. So please, no matter what it takes, whatever it takes, love your wife as if it is the last time you have to love her. As if you know that you are about to part. You know, when you visit, especially for those who are in long distance relationship, when you are going to visit your spouse, your mind is made up in making sure that your meeting will go smoothly without any hitches, so that by the time you finish staying with her or him and you are coming back, you are so refreshing and you are going back on a very positive note with so much energy. Loving your spouse is not by words. It is by your actions. Every second counts in the way you treat them, in the way you love them. You shouldn't love them as if you have some 80 years stored somewhere you are going to live. Nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody knows who will live before who. No wonder when some people part, if you go to visit the people who are grieving, you see them cry and wail in so much regret, because the problem is they will wonder why they didn't pay so much, they didn't love their spouses the way they should have done, because they have a plan to accomplish some certain things before they will now retire to come and love and start loving this person the way he should love. So as a woman, while your husband is busy loving and providing shelter, security, food, whatever you need to be comfortable, ensure that you are showing him love as if you don't have time. Nobody has time, actually. Time is not in our favor. So we should work with that consciousness that I don't have time. I need to love this person the way the Lord has instructed us to love. You should love your spouse in every way possible, so that when that person goes, you will not regret. The regret of how you mistreated that person will not kill you before your time. Point number two, time. Time is not in our hands. Time is not your friend. And time runs on its own, regardless of how you treat the time. Every second counts in your relationship with your spouse and your kids. A lot of people die without their children really knowing who they are, because we are busy chasing money. We are busy chasing the so-called future we did not keep for ourselves. We are busy chasing cloud. We are busy chasing the unknown. So please, no matter what you are chasing, no matter what you are doing, whatever it is you are doing to provide for your family, always prioritize the time you spend with them. It is very, very crucial. This is the only crucial thing in life that nobody can change. Nobody can turn. Nobody has power to turn the hands of time. Nobody has the power to change the time. So every second of your relationship counts, and you shouldn't play with it. Treat it as crucial. Treat it as if you don't have next second to live. So that is why it is very, very wrong to keep grudges in relationship of man and wife. It's very, very, very necessary that you don't keep grudges. If you have to be angry, do not sleep. Do not allow that anger to be between you people before you hit the pillow, before your head hit the pillow. Ensure that you settle your grievances as soon as it happens. You don't have time. Your children need you. They need your time. Your wife needs your time. Your husband needs your time. So if you think the money you are making is more important than your relationship, my dear, when God calls you home, your presence will not be missed too much. Yes, because you have not always been there. I'm not trying to tell anyone the kind of job to run or to have, but I have said it before that no matter how tight your schedules are, you should always try to make out time to spend with your family, because time is something that you can never bring back, you can never change, and it is running. It counts on second basis. It counts on second basis, and any time you misuse in your relationship, you are not going to get it back. And most people always regret this time they don't spend with their families when they are on their dying bed. They will start reminiscing, because I have had some old people during interview saying that one of the greatest regret they had was not having quality time with their spouses, not having time to even have a relationship. So please, time wait for no one. Utilize it while you live. Point number 3, attention. Attention, as simple as it sounds, can be very, very detrimental to relationship when it is not duly given. It can be detrimental to the relationship of man and wife. It can be to the relationship of a parent and kids. Always pay attention to the needs of your partner. Yes, sometimes we can get so carried away with our own personal struggles that we don't even notice that our partners are dying of some ailment. I have seen movies, with all due respect, I'm not here to preach movies for you, but most things that happen in movies are things that happen in real life situation. I have seen a movie where a woman was ill, diagnosed with cancer, stage 3. And this woman was dying. She didn't even know how to start telling the husband, because the husband was not always around. And he didn't even notice that the woman was dying, because his attention has been taken by his job. I'm not saying that you shouldn't pay attention to your job, but in everything you do, always try to strike a balance. It is very, very necessary that you strike a balance. And not only in illness, sometimes a man or a woman might be going through some emotional or psychological trauma, and the other person is not aware. Just because he does not pay attention, she does not pay attention. And that kind of situation can easily destroy the family. Yes, because at every point in time in the lives of people, there are always intruders who want to be with them. And if you are not careful, this partner of yours might end up getting an attention from the wrong person. Especially your kids too. Your kids might need to tell you something, challenges they are going through in school or with neighbors or whatever, their development, physical development or what have you, sexual challenge. If you don't pay attention to them, they will get misled by the world. So attention, as simple as it sounds, can really, really be detrimental to families when it is not duly given. So please, learn to balance your work life and family life so that you will be able to attend to each of them without too much drama. Because whenever your attention is shifted from home, a lot tend to go wrong. And when they go wrong, it will be difficult to fix it. Before you know what is happening, it must have gone beyond repair. So it is very, very crucial that every man and woman pay attention to the need of the other person and their kids. Point number 4, respect. Respect is a very strong factor that can make or break your home. You must learn to respect each other's opinion. Learn to respect each other as individuals. Regard yourselves. Respect your husband. Respect your wives. Respect their belief. Respect their families. Respect cut across every bit of our lives. If you don't have respect and regard for your spouse, then I don't know what you are doing in that relationship. There are people who don't have single regard for themselves. They insult each other as if there is no tomorrow. They disregard each other at every slightest provocation. They do not even have the decency of respecting their husband's opinion. Whenever a man opens his mouth to contribute to the family, it is seen as if this person who doesn't have sense. Or when a woman opens her mouth to, no matter what, as far as you see this person worthy of being your wife or husband, then you must be able to respect that person no matter what happens. You must be able to respect that person. That person's entire existence must be respected by you. If you don't respect someone, it means you will not have respect for his career, his belief system, his family, friends, and what have you. So there is no point marrying someone you cannot respect or regard as an individual. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice but to respect anyone who you are married to. Do not spend the rest of your life or make mistake of marrying someone you can never respect. It is an error. If you don't respect them, there is no way you'll be able to do all the things I have listed above. Point number 5, tender loving care. TLC in abbreviation. People tend to shift away from this particular point when they have settled down with their spouse because of some level of see-finish syndrome. But then we have forgotten that we are emotional beings as much as we are spiritual beings. If you don't give your spouse tender care, who will? Where do you expect that person to get it from? Remember that no matter what, if you really want to enjoy your relationship and live for now as if you are meeting your partner for the very last time, please show them some level of tenderness, tender care. There is nothing like as sweet as that, especially getting it from your own spouse. It strengthens the bond. It makes someone to long for the other. No wonder you see some couple always longing to see each other. Even if they are at work, they are always chatting, talking. They talk as if they are staying apart. Meanwhile, they are just living in the same house. It's just the offices that is keeping them apart. So please, try to learn. If you don't know how to show some tender, loving care, go and acquire the skill. It is very, very, very essential for the marriage. Women tend to demand for so much tenderness from the men, and they forgot that the men actually need such caring more than the women sometimes, because they are actually more fragile emotionally than women. So please, women, do not treat these men the way they look. They might be highly masculine, they might be huge and big and strong in nature, but emotionally they need your tenderness, tender loving care, as much as they can get from you. If you don't want a side chick to win the heart of your husband, do your best in applying the skill of tender loving care. Guys, if you don't want a side guy to win the heart of your wife, do your best in applying the tender loving care to your wife. That will go a long way in cementing your relationship while you live. In order to achieve a great relationship while you live, no matter how short your stay on earth is or how long it is important to keep the candle of your relationship burning by living as if this is the last time you are meeting your spouse. If you apply this skill, you will find out that you avoid every unnecessary things that will cause rift between you and your spouse. And by so doing, you will find out that the closeness and the bond will just keep increasing. And before you know it, you people will be inseparable. And then there will be no need for unnecessary chaos and divorce and misunderstanding in the family. I am Coach Zara. If you have learned anything from this content I shared with you now, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like or share my content so that it can bless others. See you in my next video.